The finals just got some brand new leaks for Season 2. We also have 2 brand new tracks for the OST. We have some more AI art controversies, some brand new posts by CNS, a developer chimes in on some of the new Easter egg leaks, a potential proper tournament format and commentators, some additional context from the actual files within those leaks, and even some breakdowns from the actual Easter egg community. We got a lot to talk about. What's up, world? Should be back in there to checking out all things the final. Okay, so first up, we do have that brand new leak that was posted yesterday. Now, this is another GIF as we've had before. However, this one does have something really odd about it, where it seems to be some sort of robot, almost reminiscent of Wall-E, which fans have pointed out that it could be some sort of pet. We've also had some decoding from dot to dot that spells out bold G, which again could be a reference to that bullpup rifle that we saw from the previous leaks. We also did have an additional leak that just happened this morning. That includes 4 different files within a zip file. We also have the poster that reads CL409776. Then goes on to say, "We are CNS, accept no lies, follow the truth, we are CNS." Again, upon downloading this zip file, you're presented with 4 different files within that zip. The first one here being the cover art supposedly for the final soundtrack, or at least the hacked soundtrack. We also have another file ID, which again is a notepad text file within that. We have a few things listed here like CNS strikes back, again, accept no lies. The finals 2.0.0 CL409776. CNS music uploaded successfully. And again, we have the season's motto, or it seems to be the season's motto, which is seek the truth. It also denotes what's inside that directory, which is those 4 files. And at the bottom here, oddly enough, it says keep believing. Now, additionally, we do have those 2 new tracks within this file. Again, I'll let you guys briefly listen to both of those tracks now. The first track is Floating Bits, and the second one is Mega Ultra Heavy, but it also has the underscore delete this after that. So not entirely sure what that means, if that song is going to be deleted or actually make it into Season 2. We do have additional context, and the Easter egg community is finding additional things about these soundtracks currently. Or for the album art, when it was actually broken down, the imagery was actually made up some ripples. We also have what we can see is some weird patterns happening within that actual music once it's broken down into Audacity. And again, going back to that text file as well as the post with that CL409, people have tried to figure out if this leads to a phone number as well as some of the other numbers within that actual text file. Or we had a developer, Embark Rob, give some additional context on that and some corrections. So his first statement here was, need to get back to the office now, was planning to have a call night, but not now when CL409776 is corrupted. Which if you look, the actual build numbers are denoted at CL and then a number. So this is obviously the build number, or could potentially be the build number for the Season 2 2.0. Which again, we did have that last patch for Season 1, so we are waiting for a 2.0 update, which happens with the new season. Again, all this leading back to that original text file that had that, and the original post that had that as the header. Again, additionally, we did have Rob come out and tell us about the phone numbers, or the numbers happening within those files and locations. We had people pointing to that these would be valid phone numbers, or that it could be a potential landline. However, Rob did come out to say that it's not a phone number, that's for sure, and that he knows exactly what CL409776 means. Again, which we've already kind of concluded that it's possibly the build number for the Season 2.0. There's also what seems to be a Reaper file, a .rpp within those files, but those are potentially just to manage those project files. Again, if you are wanting to participate in this section here or in these Easter egg hunts, you can head over to the Discord and go into that thread section there, and then you can pop into those different sections. Again, because the main Easter egg channel isn't really for that, and for the CNS posts specifically, especially pertaining to these things, you will have to go into those individual threads in order to get the latest updates and information, especially if you are wanting to hunt that down, or at least be a part of the Easter egg hunt and the potential quote-unquote hack. Now, currently Hotel was also hacked and the website was hacked. The actual equipment in-game, if you are using those skins, also seems to be hacked. Right now it is printing out error codes, so instead of printing out the eliminations that happen, it actually is just printing out an error code. Kind of a nice detail there with that, and kind of concluding that everything is being hacked. Now, this could have also been a player with the name Error, however this does seem kind of too good to be true. We do also have that AI art controversy. Again, this game has been known to use AI, especially for the voice acting, which did have some controversy at the start, but people are getting more used to that. However, AI art does have a bit more of a soft spot for most people. So apparently the Sly Sway set uses AI art where there's random floating fox ears and other artifacts in the actual skin. However, we did have a professional 3D artist working in the game industry give his take on this, where he says the original layout was human designed, and instead of having to paint the extended canvas for longer weapons, they used generative fill and then cleaned that up. So it's about half right if you've ever used Photoshop. Even Photoshop now has generative fill with AI. He did go on to say that it's completely acceptable use of AI for creating textures even among the game industry or game artist community. So this does seem like it's going to be more of the norm and people are just going to have to kind of accept that there. Moving on though, we do have people actually trying to form scrims even though there isn't any custom lobbies currently. So Kachi Rivals over on Twitch actually has been hosting a weekly casted scrims. You can kind of see the formatting here, which looks pretty cool for a proper tournament. Again, they made a post on Reddit saying given a proper tournament and commentators, this game could have some massive potential, and they obviously want those custom lobbies sooner than later. I do know originally when the finals was first coming out, they said they don't want it to be an esport or pertain into that esport. However, over time, it seems like this is growing in its kind of popularity and people wanting it more so, especially for those custom lobbies, and I do hope that eventually they maybe bring in custom lobbies, as the elephant in the room is that the finals has kind of dropped significantly in player count. If we do actually go to Steam charts, from its 242k peak, we have seen a decline all the way down to about 23k per day, whereas throughout February it mostly maintained around 30 to 40k. However, this does happen with most games, especially when there is a content lull or a break period between content season updates. So I do still think with Season 2 that we're going to see quite a big spike back. Especially with all this promo work going on, I definitely do think that we're going to see a nice spike for Season 2. So I wouldn't worry too much on the actual player count, but yeah, hopefully custom lobbies can actually rejuvenate and bring that back up. And just some other last minute mentionables here. If you did miss my last video, we do have that premiere going on March 11th. Again, this could be a Season 2 trailer premiere. It could be just some promotional material pertaining to Season 2. Currently, it looks like it has to do with the theming of CNS. So this could be more so of a teaser trailer rather than an actual Season 2 trailer. I'll leave a link to that premiere down below. Also, it does look like that someone did upload those 2 new tracks to YouTube. So if you do want to check out those 2 new tracks in their entirety, I will leave links to them down below, since the first track that got leaked and hacked is still up as well. We've had a lot of discussion around the Season 2 as well as the Season 2 potential. We've had a ton of posts here, again, pertaining to that Steam charts where they said this is the most painful thing they've seen in the past few months. We've also had this post below up here that's some advice for the dev team and from a gamer who has seen too many games kind of perish. Again, they're asking for those custom games to get out and to host tourneys on stream on Twitch, akin to what Apex does, or at least that promo work for Apex. However, we've also had some lighter posting here saying, before we head into Season 2, I just want to highlight how well made and maintained this game is. Which again, the patchwork and game modes and even LTM updates that this game has had has been a ton as of late. And even when the game first came out, we had a ton of patches in that Week 1 and Week 2, even during the holiday season. So yeah, this game has been maintained very, very well. They put out a lot of LTMs and a lot of new content for the game, and it seems like Season 2 is going to bring even more content. Again, I'm super curious on your thoughts for Season 2, what you think the potential is going to be there. I've had a lot of people give their takes on this over on the subreddit, so I am curious kind of what's happening over on YouTube. We'll have to wait and see on everything there. Again, I'm going to try to keep you guys updated as possible for Season 2. If you guys enjoyed today's video, like, and subscribe, and until the next one, deuces.